Hey, it's Secret Psychology, and today we're going to talk about eye contact, and more specifically, what lies beneath eye contact physiologically through the entire organism. Because eye contact actually goes a lot deeper than simply just two pairs of eyes meeting each other. It's actually more like the entire energetic and emotional system of one organism coming into contact with another through the eyes. In some ways, eye contact, it's similar to breathing in that there's two aspects. There's a conscious and an unconscious aspect that control it. Like with breathing, for example, you can consciously breathe in and out at will. But if you don't even think about it, it will happen automatically. And also, if you try to, say, for example, hold your breath for a long time, eventually the unconscious part is going to overpower your conscious control and force you to continue breathing. Well, in the same way, eye contact also has these two aspects, both conscious and unconscious. Basically, there's an entire system of fine muscles spread throughout the entire body, and especially concentrated in the face, that's controlled totally unconsciously. It's controlled by the sympathetic nervous system. And it responds basically to two stimulus. One is your general energetic or emotional state at the given time. And number two is any external stimulus that might influence that state. So, and like I said, these muscles are especially concentrated in the face, which is why, for example, you wear your emotions quite clearly on your face. Even if you try to disguise them, you only have conscious control over, say, the larger muscle groups of your face. So you can only mask it to a certain extent, but these other fine muscles are unconsciously controlled. And these muscles also include muscles that are in and around and behind the eyes, and that can control the movement of the eyes to a certain degree, which constitute what I said, the unconscious aspect of eye contact or eye movement. Like, for example, I'm sure this has happened to everyone, where you unexpectedly make eye contact with someone and then look away very quickly without even thinking about it, just a reflex action. Well, that's the unconscious aspect of eye contact coming into play. And like I said, this unconscious aspect is controlled by the sympathetic nervous system, which responds to basically the overall energetic and emotional state that you are in. So, for example, if you have a cold, you may have noticed this before, and if not, you can verify this next time you get a cold. You'll notice that your eye contact becomes much weaker. It becomes harder to sort of maintain good eye contact with people, especially with someone who has strong eye contact. And you'll find yourself, it's because the energy of your body is focused on fighting off the illness. So there's no sort of excess energy left. Like your organism will respond in a more submissive sort of way, and you'll avert your eyes, sort of keep yourself out of danger and focus. Your organism just wants to focus on healing itself. But there's even more to it than that. Like, for example, if you're sick, and you may have noticed this as well, but if you force yourself to maintain eye contact, especially with someone with very strong eye contact, you'll notice that your consciousness is almost scattered and lacks that sort of clear, sharp focus. And this doesn't only happen when you're sick, but it's just more obvious when you're sick. So actually, this goes even deeper than merely just physiology, but more like the energetic consolidation of consciousness itself, and perhaps even the merging of that energy with someone else upon contact. But we're just going to keep it simple for the purpose of this video. We're not going to go too deep into that for now. But I just want to say one last thing, which is that basically, in general, the friction between these two forces, the conscious and the unconscious, is where all internal strength is generated from. And it can be felt very clearly, actually, with eye contact. So it can serve as a really good rudimentary means to sort of gain a contact with your own internal power or your own will. And so a really good exercise, if you want to try, is this. If you go on the street or go somewhere in a shopping mall or something where there's a lot of people, and just walk around and look everyone in the eyes as you do it. And it's actually interesting, just, almost from an experimental point of view, just to see the reactions in different people. But it's more importantly for yourself, because you're going to probably, for most people, this will be difficult. So I assume you'll probably gonna want to, you'll maybe feel fear, you're gonna want to look away. So you have to sort of overpower that with your own will in order to keep on doing it, right? And in so doing, gain, like I said, a rudimentary contact with your own will. But anyways, that's about all that I have to say for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it interesting. If you're interested in this type of thing, you can click the button and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next video.